I've been teaching 35 years in a classroom and coaching, and that's probably 4 decades, 4 generations of kids. And I've seen a lot and experienced a lot over those 35 years. And when I do a presentation, I look at it in the sense that we are getting so much information. The more books you read, the more materials they put on our table, the more lesson plans, the more evaluations, the more standardized testing. You start reading all this material and doing all this, and we get further away from our own classrooms. Now, I would like to take some of these individuals that study the brain and child psychologists, and they're all great people. They're incredibly smart and they're much needed. But if we could take one and put them in a classroom, let's say my classroom, and open the door and say, I want you to teach 6 hours of biology today. And not just today. I want you to do it next week. And then the week after, I want you to do it for a month. 120 kids every day. And then I will see you in a month. Then I open that door. They walk in. They're going to turn around and say, well, hold on. You said 120 kids. I have 145. I would say yes, but we had budget cuts, so we had to drop a teacher, and now it's 145 students. Not much we can do about it. Good luck. And then after a month, when they came back, I'm sure they would say, you gave this class to me during Fair Week. Students were gone for FFA, showing their cows, whatever it might be. And then lo and behold, the next week we had homecoming. And the next week I had 4 504 meetings and 3 IEP meetings. How am I supposed to get all this information in and taught in the amount of time that I'm given? And that's my point exactly. The further away we get by reading and doing all this other material that they want us to look at, the farther we get away from our classroom. Now, again, they're important, and I call them aha moments. If you can get an aha moment out of these books and this material, take it back to your classroom. And that's the point of my presentations. Get something out of today's presentation that you can use tomorrow in the classroom. Take 4 or 5 things. 2 or 3 of them might not work. They might be total failures. But that's what we're going to talk about when we talk about culture and leadership in the classroom. Aha moments.